As a young Christian, my faith was helped and sustained by the bonds of friendship. We used to have this club or class. Started about 14. I was taken by an old friend, Russell Baxter, his name was.
I went to a non-Christian secondary school, and it was immediate that Christianity was not something to be admitted. If you did, then you would be singled out.
I used to go to this house next door, the chapel. All the young people used to gather there. And we used to have these football teams and used to play against the local chapels. It was a different lifestyle in those days. You were completely safe. You didn't feel any anxiety about anybody going to mug you or come chasing after you. You just made your way through the streets without any fear of that.
It's kind of the pressures of having to fit in, to be something that you're not, just to have friends and to have immediate friendship groups. And it all ended up with all individuality and differences kind of being taken from you and everyone just becoming the same kind of person.
Life in the services were difficult, of course, entirely different to my previous existence. And I was no longer amongst this group of friends, but my faith was sustained by the fact they kept me in contact by letter after letter. Even Russell wrote to me.
You have to look and be a certain way if you want to be successful, if you want to be happy, if you want to fit in, and that you have to be skinny, you have to have perfect hair, perfect teeth.
In 1948, I was in the Air Force, remote from all the friends. I saw Billy Graham, and he was in Belfast. And it was a tremendous meeting and a real boost to me, really lifted my life.
It ended up with me developing an eating disorder in the end, anorexia. I didn't believe I looked good. I thought I'd looked horrible for most of the time because that was the message that the media would say, that other people would say, with the way that people behaved around me. I ended up having to spend a couple of months in hospital from anorexia because I nearly died.
Just wanna hear instead, well done, good and faithful word. I wanna leave a legacy.
You're prayerfully leaving a legacy to enable UCB to stand in the gap through television and radio and the internet. Means we can continue reaching your children and your grandchildren with the message of Jesus.
Every morning I begin the day with the word for you today, and it's just so useful as a resource to live out the Bible in modern day society.
We publish 1 million copies of the word for today, our daily devotional, and our goal is to put a copy of that into the hands of every child and every young person in this nation.
We need to have the correct resources and support behind us to help us be a light to shine in this dark world that we're living in. God's completely changed my thinking about life, about my family, about my relationships.
Being a Christian has been so much a part of my life and has meant so much to me and brought me so much joy, and I want to pass it on to the next generation, and I want them to know that this is a life for them.
That kind of legacy.